Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lin Jing, Technical Consultant at ERP Advanced Asia. Today, I'm going to introduce the new features in Resource Manager version 2025. Resource Manager version 2025 has already been released. You can download the software from Normin website. You need the license to run this new version. Please contact ERP Advanced Asia and Normin support team for software license. Resource Manager version 2025 is compatible with 6300 from version 6.0 to 6300 latest version 2025. This is the full list of 6300 software versions the RM version 2025 can support. New features in Resource Manager version 2025 includes two new modules, AR Invoice Requisition and Attachment Management, as well as many new capabilities for the existing modules like Purchase Requisition, AP Invoice Requisition, AP Payment Requisition, etc. Now let's start from the new module, AR Invoice Requisition. The purpose of having this module is this module was requested by several business partners to have an approval workflow to ensure that all invoices are thoroughly reviewed and approved before sending to customers. The workflow will minimize the risk of unauthorized or fraudulent invoice to be sent to customers and improves accuracy and strengthens compliance. Here are two examples which the AR invoice requisition workflow can be applied. In service industries such as accounting firms, law firms, they can use AR invoice requisition workflow to ensure invoices are reviewed by project leads and financial teams to avoid billing errors and disputes. Another example is like hospitals and clinics can use AR invoice requisition workflow to ensure invoices are reviewed by coding specialists and financial teams so as to reduce claim denial and ensuring compliance with regulations. Set up AR invoice requisition module is simple and it is similar as other requisition modules. The first step is to enable AR Invoice Requisition module for the entity. Go to RM Setup folder, open the Options screen, select Modules tab, and then tick the Use AR Invoice Requisition, and then click Save. Software will then prompt you a warning message to restart 6300 software. After 6300 software restarted, you will be able to see a menu item called AR Invoice Requisition under Sales and AR Requisition. Next step, go to Sales and AR Requisition Setup folder, open the Options screen, and then go to AR Invoice Requisition tab and AR Invoice Numbering tab to configure settings for AR Requisition module. Here we assume that the entity already have other requisition workflow set up. That means those common settings like email service, employee registers, etc. has already been set up in the RM backend. Then we go to Approve Workflow, open Email Template screen, and select AR Invoice Requisition Workflow type. Create the email templates. These templates will be used in setting up the workflow for AR Invoice Requisition. Then we move on to set up the approval workflow for the AR Invoice Requisition. The workflow can be simple or complicated, depends on the requirement from the business operation. After we have created the email template and workflow for the AR Invoice Requisition, we can then move on to define the AR Invoice Requisition type and assign which employee can use this requisition type in the web portal. After we have completed AR Invoice Requisition module setup in IAM backend, we can move on to config web portal setting for this module. Open IAM Web Admin Portal and enable AR Invoice Requisition for the user, and then config the requisition entry screen for the user. The step of using this AR Invoice Requisition module is similar as other requisition modules. Requester log in to Web Employee Portal, go to Sales and AR Requisition menu, click on the AR Invoice Requisition icon to open this AR Invoice Requisition entry screen. User input all the necessary information for the list requisition, then click Submit for approval. Approver receives notification email, log in to Employee Web Portal to approve this requisition. Go to Management Tool to improve list and AR Invoice Requisition to check any outstanding requisition to be approved. You can then check and approve the requisition. The approved AR Invoice Requisition can be configured to automatically post to 6300 using Windows Scheduler. This can be done by create a schedule task to automatically run the program called PostRM reqs.exe. This program is under the RM macro subfolder. User can also use AR Invoice Requisition list and requisition entry screen in RM backend to post those approved requisition from RM to 6300. Another module included in Resource Manager version 2025 is Attachment Management. So why Normin want to develop this module? We all know that Normin backend already has the capability to view the attachments. For example, on the below screen, in the Purchase Requisition and Requisition Entry, in this screen, go to Attachment tab. We are able to see all the attachment files user uploaded from the Employee Web Portal. Highlight the file and click Preview. We are able to see the documents. So user is asking whether this capability can be extended to 6300 screen of desktop application. Normin hear about these feedbacks and spend effort to develop these modules. If this attachment management module has not been enabled for this current entity, you can go to RM Setup option screen, then select the Modules tab. Under the Management section, you will see there's one option called Use Attachment Management. Tick this option, click Save. Software will then prompt you to restart 6300 software to activate these modules. After the software start, you will be able to see this Attachment Management menu under Resource Manager. If user log in to 6300 and current entity has the Attachment Management capability enabled, then the Attachment Management icon should appear in Windows System Tray. So this is the Attachment Management icon. If for some reasons the Attachment Management icon does not appear in Windows System Tray, then you can either restart 6300 or through this Attachment Management and Attachment link, and in this screen there's a test button. Click this test button to reload this Attachment Management program. By default, the attachments are saved under the RM attachment part. Go to Setup, open the option screen, click the Attachment tab. Here we can see where is the RM attachment folder. You can also change it to the Browse button. To add the attachment management capability for 6300 screen, we need to create the attachment link code for that screen. Okay, now let's see how we can add this attachment management capability for 6300 screen from the software. Go to attachment management, open this attachment links. We can start to add the link code for it and provide the description. For example, we want to add the attachment management capability for this AR invoice screen. This screen has not yet added the attachment management capability yet because there's no small attachment icon show up here. Then now we go to attachment link. We provide the link code, say AR invoice entry, and provide a description. Then we select the modules and program ID to point to the screen we want to add the attachment management capability. Go to this, add the group title, say invoice document. Okay, then we set the link field. Link field is linked to this. For this screen, link field 1 is point to this batch number. So we type in this batch number. And the link field 2 goes to entry number. So we type this entry number. And attachment path, we need to set attachment folder for this link code. So for now, let's just put any letters, then click detail. Okay, so now we can use the variables provided by the software to define the folder. Here are the detailed explanation of each variables. Okay, let's see the RM part. Then we want to add the entity. Then we say these AR modules. Now we know this one is for invoice entry. Okay, then we say this one is a batch number and entry number. Okay, so save, close. So the setting we add show here. Then we close. Your software prompt asks whether you want to save this, the newly added link code. We say yes. Then software prompt asks need to restart 6300 to get this newly added link code active. Close. So now close. Okay, run the software again. Okay, so now we see this AR invoice entry. You'll see this small attachment icon show up here. Okay, so we select a batch where we want to add the attachments, and we select the entries, and we go to this attachment icon. Click this icon to get these windows. In this window, there's 3 buttons: Add, Explore, and Refresh. We can use Add button to open the Windows Explorer and navigate to the folder where there's a file you want to attach to this 6300 screen. So we go to, let's say for this file, we want to edit. Okay, so you will see it copies the file to the folder where we define. To confirm it, let's see, we press Explore. You will see this, the software copies the file to the folder we define. This one is the batch number and this one is entry number. Okay, so now, for example, we think this file maybe is no need and we want to delete it. How can we do it? Again, go to Explorer, open the Windows Explorer, and then highlight the file we want to delete. Then just press the delete button in the keyboard. After that, you click refresh. Click refresh, you will see the file now is no more attached for this batch and this entry. You want to add again, go to click add button, navigate to the folder where there's a file, click, it will show up again. Okay, close. Okay, this is the example of adding the attachment management capability for the screen which have two link codes, which have two link fields. The software is also catered for the screen which needs only one link field. For example, of this IC item, we define only one link field. Let's take a look at the IC item screen. So here we use only one link field, and this is the items. Click the icon, you see these are the files attached for this item. Double click this file, it will pop up and you will see the content of the file. You can also go to click explore to see where is the location of this file. Okay, so this is how we can set up and use the attachment management capability for the Sage 300 screens. Besides the two new modules, there are many other new capabilities added to this Resource Manager version 2025. In Purchase Requisition module, the Purchase Requisition entry screen functional extended price is added for the quotation. We can see from here, this vendor is using foreign currency USD. So the new column, functional extended price, is added here to show the cost based on functional currency. With this column, it's easy to compare the price between the vendors who one is using foreign currency and one using a functional currency. In AP Invoice Requisition module, drill down ability is added to the PO number and order number fields. Press this drill down icon, you will be able to see the original RM Web Purchase Requisition document and RM Sales Quotation documents. In the Manager console of AP Invoice Requisition, the four more informations are added, like fully paid, pay amount, last payment date, and last payment check number. Okay, we can see from here AP Invoice Requisition. So these are documents, so in the PO numbers, one type in the PO number, this icon show up, you click here, it goes to the original Purchase Requisition document. So close it, you will be back to the AP Invoice Requisition entry screen. So let's go to the Manager console. For this AP Invoice Requisition, you can see the four columns are added. So 4 columns are fully paid, payment, last payment date, pay amount, and last payment check number. In AP Payment Requisition, a new option called Allow Adjustment in Payment Batches is added to the Purchase to Pay option screen. When you enable this option, then we go to the Employee Web Portal, and in AP Payment Requisition for the payment type, you will see a new button called Adjust. Go to here. So if we select the payment, vendors, so you'll see there's an Adjust button. So we click this one, Apply, go and Adjust. Then you can add the adjust line for these items. A new option, Override AP Miscellaneous Payment Account, is added into this new version to allow user to override GL account for miscellaneous payment type of payment requisition. This setting is in Resource Manager Setup, GL Integration, and Override tab. Here you can see these new options, Override AP Miscellaneous Payment Account. So in this setting, department and job, department is used to override the segment code of the account number, and job is used to override the facility code of the account number. Okay, let's see the AP Payment Requisition in the web portal. Come to New, and we choose a miscellaneous payment type, and we choose a distribution code with this. By default, the GL account is 7500100001 and 1001. So if we change department to, let's say, this field to 1003, you can see the GL account is being overwritten. And if we choose job to, let's say, 1003, and this account is changed accordingly. In AP Payment Requisition Entry Screen, the drill down capability is added to the document number, PO number, and order number columns. If the document can be drilled down to previous RM Web Requisition document, it will show as a blue color form. For example, here for this payment requisition, the PO was raised from the web portal, so it shows blue color. You click here, it go back to the previous PO requisition document. So click this one to close and back to the AP Payment Requisition entry screen. To approve list of AP Payment Requisition, software added a line to show the selected total amount. Okay, to approve this, now there's no selection, so the total amount is 0. If I select 1, it shows 108. Select 2, it will add 2 together. So with this number, it's easy to know how much of total to be approved. In Sales Quotation Requisition, a new column, Quantity Committed, is added to the Sales Quotation Detail table. This column can be hide or display from the setting in Admin Web Portal. So this is the setting, Sales Quotation Quantity. We can configure it to be display or not display. So in the Sales quotation entry, this column is here. In custom requisition module, new software supports long command with up to 1000 characters. In previous version, it supports up to 250 characters only. Okay, let's go to the custom requisitions setup, then go to custom requisition type. Okay, let's go to payment requisition and we choose command. You can see for this field it supports up to 250 only. Let's say we want to change it to 1000, can support 1000 characters. So we delete this row first, then we add command and we choose the field type as long text and then set what length to 1000. So you will see the information will be stored in 4 fields because each field can support up to 250. So 4 fields will become altogether become 1000. So we choose this one's command 1, 2, 3. Okay, now add. Then we go to field access group to make this one editable by the user. Okay, now we save this type. Now we go to the employee web portal. User login. Custom requisition, payment requisition. This is the one just now. Now you see the command field is become bigger. For example, now we copy this one. These are about, you can see this one about 942 word, the characters. Let's copy this one and paste here to test. So, see this, it can support. Now we save. And you open again, you see the word, all the word is still here. Resource Manager version 2025 provides a workflow integrity tools in admin portal to repair the workflow data and clear some temporary records. Let's go to the admin portal, start administrative service, workflow integrity. So usually we recommend user to backup the database to database tools instead of using 6300 database down and load tools, because 6300 tool it don't cover resource managers workflow related data table and records. If for some whatever reason the database was backup using the 6300 tools, then you may need to use these workflow integrity tools to repair workflow related data. Of course, these two it won't guarantee 100% repair. So in this case, you may need to reject the requisition back to requester and restart the whole workflow. Let's take a look at these tools. So you do this, and you will do the. So these are the repair is done. Okay. In previous version of resource management software, the software allows to upload or remove the attachment for open and waiting for approval requisitions and not allow user to upload and remove the attachment for those already approved and posted requisition. In version 2025, the software make it possible for user to upload and remove attachment for those even already approved and posted requisitions. This applies to AP Payment Requisition, PO Receipt Requisition, PO Invoice Requisition, Sales Quotation Requisition, and AR Invoice Requisition. To enable this function, you need to go to the admin portal and give the permission for the user to do so. So let's go to here and go to the requisition setting for the user. Select the user, go to the requisition setting and comes to others. There's a upload and remove attachment for already approved and posted requisition. So you can change it from disallow to allow. Once you make the change, click save. Then user login, and let's say go to the purchase requisition, goes to those already posted. You come to and open the requisition, already posted requisition. Go to attachment. You can see attachment, the detachment, the button is available. Go to this attach. You can attach. Okay, so close. You can also delete this one. Okay, so this function applies to these 5 types of requisition. In RM version 2025, a new tab called To Confirm Invoice is added to the OCR task. This tab will list only those invoices which need to be confirmed. The mobile app also added the approval ability for AR invoice requisition. AR invoice requisition list is also added to the web screen. Okay, that's all about today's introduction of what's new in Resource Manager version 2025. Thank you.